keeping my shit looking sweet.
Bitch, let's get this.
You niggas get sent to the stove. I run up the paper, can't let it get low. Down bottom on haze and I'm still we get low. We still hop out them cars and we make them get low. White bitch on my...
I had got a laptop. No, actually, it used to be a studio inside the recreational center around where I used to hang at. After I moved from where I would. I used to hang around 10th Street off of 8th and H.
Okay.
10th and Gangster. So yeah. I used to hang up 10th and G.
Alright.
And the rec called Sherwood, they had something they called P-Tones. P-Tones or something like that. They had a studio. I used to go up there and try to like mess around. So I ain't never like knew how to work it. Like I used to just watch them. And they used to be like, all right, we're going to teach you how to do it. So they would come, I used to come like every day. But they didn't know how to teach people.
Right. So
I used to just go, I used to be like, man, could you like put it on my laptop? I'm going to get the laptop, can you just put it on there? And I'm going to just try to learn that shit. So I used to just watch them do it and watch them. They had Fruity Loops, they had Reason, and they had Pro Tools. So they gave me Reason. I started making beats on Reason. So
did you ask for it or they gave it to you?
They gave it to me.
Okay.
I asked them, I'm like, man, could you just put something on my laptop, just put the stuff on my laptop so I could try to learn how to make beats. They gave me Reason. So I'm like, cool. So I learned Reason. So I'm like learning it. And I used to like make beats on Reason, but I used to be like, man, why my beats sound like this? Like, why they ain't hitting like they supposed to be hitting? I used to watch 808 Mafia videos, and I used to watch Zaytoven videos. So I seen 808 Mafia using FL Studio.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, I gotta get that shit, cause they shit sound way better.
Right.
So I'm just like listening to that shit, and I'm like, damn, I gotta get that shit. And I used to listen to Young Chop a lot. Young Chop, I was like, man, how come my shit don't hit like that shit? So I'm like, man, learning Reason still. So I'm still learning. I went back to the rec, and I was like, man, y'all got FL Studio, right? He like, yeah. I was like, man, can you put that on my laptop? So they gave it to me. So when they gave it to me, bro, I was so dumb to this fucking program, bro. Like, I was so dumb. Like, I could not figure this shit out like I figured out Reason. And I looked at 808 Mafia video and I seen how he was doing it. And I learned it a little bit. And then I seen somebody else doing it. So I started learning that way. So I'm like, man, I'm going to just keep going until I learn it. That's the type of person I am. I'm real determined. It's like, if I don't get it, I'm going to keep trying until I get it. Eventually I would. So I'm like, man, I ain't going to give up. So I kept going, and eventually I figured it out how to at least make a beat. So I'm making beats, and then I'm making beats for my man, a guy named Mikey B. Mikey B, he sung with GoGo Bands too. This is the guy from the Spin Gun GoGo. That was real big on YouTube. I was making beats for him. So we used to make beats in my house, and he used to just like rap to him in there. He was like, bro, we're going to go to the studio, bro. And he took me to Clip Studio.
Okay, so that's...
And then once I went down there, Clip was like listening to his shit. And he was like, man, who making your beats? And Mikey was like, him. My man DonGotti. He was like, damn. He was like, what's up, bro? I'm Clip. introduced me, and I was probably sitting in there like for 30 minutes before he like formally introduced it. So I told you, like, DC niggas is really standoffish.
Yeah.
Like, he was really to himself. Like, he
Right.
was just focused on making the music.
Right.
So he like, let me see what you making your beats on. So I showed him my laptop, and he like, you only got a demo version? He like, bro, how is you making all this shit on that? It's like, I don't know, bro. I'm just doing it. He was like, damn. He was like, all right, bet. So he was like, I'm gonna give you everything that's on my computer. And I was like, shit, what you want? He was like, nah, you good. And he was like, man, we're gonna make some beats together. And then he put it on my computer. That's when we made a beat together. When we made a beat together, I played. When I played, it amazed him. Like, really amazed him. He was like, what the fuck? Hey, bro, you can play like that, bro? And you ain't using the keyboard, because I didn't used to use the keyboard to make my beats.
So what you clicking?
Yeah. I'm clicking everything. And my beats was like that. Like, it was good for the time. Like, I'm like, really, like, I told you, clip was amazing. So he like, bro, you gotta use a keyboard so you would be able to get your all out of it. And that's when I had to learn how to, like, put the keyboard shit in the beats. So I would like make beats with him, make beats all the time when we use the keyboard.
So I guess to rewind a little bit, what was the time frame of this? Because we kind of skipped the GoGo phase. Like, all right, we kind of skipped past that because GoGo kind of died down a little bit.
When I started making beats,
Niggas hate on the kid, but my shit lookin' sweet.
Let's get
Alright, you niggas get sent to the stove. I run up the paper, can't let it get low. I'm done bottom on haze and I'm still get low. We still hop out them cars and we make them get low. White bitch on my dick.